I'm not one who goes into politics all the time, and in fact, you can say that I'm a person who is heavily uneducated in the area. I'm just a person who wants to live a peaceful life, man. That's what all people want, right? Right? But of course, life doesn't make it easy to live a peaceful life. There's always going to be a lot of something. And the topic of TikTok and how it affects a person's lifestyle is a pretty difficult topic to talk about. Either way, I take my attention away from whatever is happening in the government or politics because no matter what happens there, somebody out there is going to be unhappy no matter what outcomes there are. That doesn't mean that I am unaffected though. Think of it as like people drinking alcohol to avoid the problem and stop thinking about it. Making art content, I guess, even though I don't make that many. And playing video games or hanging out with my friends is my version of taking my attention away from the, I guess, difficult choices presented to me whenever politics come around. I'm ignorant, I guess. I'm a bad excuse for an American. So imagine my surprise when I open up TikTok and all of a sudden, this message pops up about how Trump is, I guess, trying to get TikTok working again. Since I run away from problems all the time, my thought process is that all of those things being said in the news are either fake or it'll just keep being argued about for a long time before it takes effect. I saw the news about this TikTok ban last year in 2024. I didn't think the ban would take effect this fast right into 2025 in January. I feel bad for the people who made it big in TikTok. For me personally, I didn't get into TikTok at all and only made like a couple videos of my animations there, so I don't really have that much to lose, thankfully. I have almost the same amount of content on TikTok compared to YouTube, so if you want to search, I guess, you can see that I don't do much in content creation in general. I feel like I should. I really want to. I just don't have the time. I guess you can say I touch grass because I got 2 normal boring jobs and I am still learning skills to maybe move from those boring jobs and into a better one. In terms of content creation, however, with how little I put out there on the internet, I did feel like I gained a lot more attention there on TikTok than I did here on YouTube because of the different ways YouTube and TikTok pushes out their videos, aka the algorithm. Here on YouTube, I don't gain a lot of views and maybe that's my fault for not making my thumbnails as engaging or titles are boring, etc. Sometimes I notice I post the same things on TikTok and they get like 20k views or something. And personally, I don't care. I make videos about animations or the games I'm playing, etc. because it's fun and I like to make memories. It's just a way for me to, I guess, keep track of my life, see how I'm doing. It's just places for me to, I suppose, build my portfolio in case I want an animation or design job in the future or whatever. But I can imagine this is going to be a frustrating ban for a lot of big content creators that started on TikTok. Now that TikTok is banned, where will the people making a living there go now? There's probably going to be a lot of Americans trying to find new jobs when finding a job is hard enough already, even if they pay entry level. I mean, with the world now, even the simplest jobs out there, you need like a bachelor's degree or a master's degree to get into stuff, so good luck to those people who are trying to find jobs now after the TikTok ban. And not to mention the student loans and debts after, like, you know, getting that degree. I think it's safe to say that we are living in a digital world because AI is everywhere now, and that means AI is taking over the job market. Just look at this video. This guy became a meme. And, well, I kind of related to his video because, it's really hard to find a job of what we really want to do nowadays. The sad part is that I'm not sure if a lot of the older people can understand this struggle because back then there's no AI to take over the job market. People leave and, like, quit their jobs, or people get fired, getting laid off because AI is taking over. And, well, AI obviously doesn't need money. Well, probably they need money to like function, but in terms of like wages, they're not gonna need wages like regular humans do. I guess at that point it's just in a matter of, is it more profitable to keep the AIs running, or is it more profitable to have wages for your employees? Before TikTok though, I remember there being another shorts video platform, and it's called Vine. Like a green app like this. In any case, I remember Vines being the TikTok back then because the videos were short, fun, and easy to access, similar to TikTok until it shut down. I don't remember why it shut down.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is, maybe I'm jumping the gun here, but I'm sure there's going to be another platform out there to be like another TikTok or Vine platform. Who knows? It could be whatever Trump is making right now, I can't tell. But to me, most likely another app is there. I'm sure there's going to be another to take over TikTok or Vine, I don't know. And if I'm wrong, well, damn, guess that's that then. Again, I don't use TikTok often, but although I don't use it often, I found TikTok a good way for me to find immediate news if I wanted to. I think TikTok gives you more new info. I'm not sure. It's too much brain for me to know what their algorithm is like. But in any case, it's also a way for me to unwind after a full day at work and just laugh at memes. As a Gen Z in America, working is rough out there because the economy is terrible. Wages are so low, yet the groceries and housing prices are so damn high. So to me, I should at least have the ability to smile and relax after working hard to just survive in a country. I do know the brain rot that comes with TikTok and that many young people consuming it content aren't going to be influenced in the right direction. So I guess in that sense, TikTok getting banned is probably a good thing. I've seen my little cousin get depressed because they get anxious trying to look right or look quote-unquote pretty because of the unhealthy content they see on TikTok or on Instagram. Oh, and that little cousin is like 10 or 13 years old, by the way. So yeah, really young, pretty bad. My only concern is that I hope this ban doesn't cause a bad withdrawal reaction from my family members who do use TikTok, but I guess we'll see in due time.
Speaking of due time, TikTok was banned for less than a day before it got back up. So I guess there's that. I'm not sure if there's going to be any changes that Trump is going to make, or if this is all just like for publicity. There's been rumors that this is probably just to get the people in TikTok to like the president more, but again, that's just all like debate, right? I don't know, maybe in the future TikTok will become so different compared to the TikTok we know later on down the road, and that people might need something completely different from this quote-unquote new TikTok. At this point, it's just more time to observe what happens to TikTok from now on. On the other hand though, a part of me believes that banning TikTok isn't needed to erase the brain rot for the young consumers out there. I believe it's all in a matter of the discipline at home.
I don't know though. I played rated M games like Resident Evil or GTA when I was like 5, and I think I turned out okay. Like shoot, they even let me have a Facebook at an early age. I'm not violent, and in fact, I'm probably the most timid person in my friend group. I'm always actively avoiding conflict, and it's actually one of the reasons why I don't like to play Among Us, because I knew games like that are going to make like conflict. I don't know, it's just really scary to me. I'm pretty sure it's a really good game when it comes to the right friend group, but to me, I don't want to get into that just in case. I'm too scared. I guess even though that I'm like this and I see a lot of things on rated M games and on social media, is that my father made damn sure that what I take in entertainment medias don't get translated into real life. If I had to take anything, it's that I should only take the good things to heart.
If you don't see results in the first 2 days or the first week, I'm done. That's the mentality of most people. No one is patient.
Good luck with the revolution. If you win power, remember why you wanted it.
But what about loyalty?
Be loyal to what matters.
Nothing lasts forever, not even the world. But we gotta keep it going as long as we can, right? Patch the holes, change the parts, all that.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
The destination everybody looks at. Nobody looks at the process.
So, take the small steps.
You best stick to them books, because mark my words on this. Vengeance is an idiot's game.
And of course, being a caring father he made sure he told me which things are good and which things are bad, so that I don't become a wreck when it comes to seeing things on social media. So if people ask me, rather than censoring things, it is better to teach people to know what are good and bad things in life, and to make sure to make those good decisions in life. But I mean, with the economy being terrible, I bet the parents don't even have the time, like my father did back then, to really teach their children. I don't know. There are so many factors to problems, which is why I don't participate in politics very often. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I probably sound really stupid. Maybe I just wanted to gloat about how great my father was to me as a kid and he really tried to raise me well. He made sure I saw the world and didn't sugarcoat the problems that existed. I unfortunately don't think I'm seeing a lot of that nowadays with the kids as I grew up. I could go on about what my dad did to make sure I grew up correctly, whether there is a brain rot like TikTok or not, because at the end of the day, I'll eventually see the problems in the world one way or another. And by that, I mean in real life somehow and not through social media. I could learn about news through TikTok, but eventually, I'll probably see it in real life. There's good and bad things that I see when it comes to this ban. Maybe for the people who don't have the time to teach young people their rights and wrongs, censoring TikTok is good so that the young people don't copy the brain rot. Again, I don't know, I'm just giving out my reaction and thoughts here. People don't need to agree with me or anything, these are just thoughts that are running in my head at the moment regarding the ban. I could also talk about the security issues regarding TikTok, which I think is the reason why TikTok is getting banned in the US. But like, I didn't really want to get into all that because I don't know enough about it. I know I said you don't need to agree or disagree with my views, but hey, I don't mind hearing people's opinion about the TikTok ban. Civil discussions are always nice and I think it's a way to make a good community in general. If you've heard me talk for this long, well, I'm glad you thought my opinions were interesting enough to stick around. So yeah, thank you.